What's up, everybody? This is Jason. This is Jason. Jason, I almost slipped up. You almost caught me slipping. So I went to the Goodwill and I picked up a few VHS. This is a PSA for people who did not know. I totally forgot I spaced this, but VHS that are not housed or protected or put in the right conditions can mold. The tape inside the plastic case can mold due to being around water or being in damp conditions, or just maybe this dark, dingy, dirty basement or whatnot. So I had a couple of VHS that I found that I didn't really pay attention to initially that has some mold in the tape, and there's ways to clean it and fix it, but I'm not doing that for your random Goodwill dollar tape. So I took them back and I got some new ones. And when I went to go flip those back to some that didn't have mold in them, I found a bunch more. So I decided let's go ahead and just go and grab some more. So that's what I did. First up, I bought this whole Indiana Jones box set for $1. $1. Couldn't believe it. It's the Adventures of Indiana Jones, all 3 films, the OGs. I know they made another one, and then they're with Shia LaBeouf, and they're apparently making a 5th one, but these are the OGs. These are the originals. I love it, and I got the whole box set for $1, and they're THX remastered. I mean, why wouldn't you not get these? So anyways, I know that's not a big deal, but getting all 3 of them for $1, I'll do it. Next up is John Carpenter's Vampires. This is probably my favorite John Carpenter movie that he came out in the 90s into the early 2000s. I don't think he's really made much. I know he did this, Ghost of Mars. I like Cigarette Burns. I forgot about that. That's a good one. But he hasn't, he only made a few. But I love Vampires. I thought it was a good one. I like the premise of it. It was very awesome. This is one of the last James Woods movies also. He's obviously still alive and kicking, but I don't know if he's made many movies after this. So anyways, want to pick this up. I'm a big fan of Vampires. I know a lot of people might have crap on it, but I've always liked it. I liked it a lot. It's it has a Western cowboy feel. So, you got your horror and some cowboys. Next up, this is probably a dirty thing to say out loud, and I'm gonna out myself. So I'm coming out. I've never seen The Exorcist. Never seen it. The version you've never seen, and I've never seen it. I've seen bits and pieces. I saw, I think, when I was a little kid, my aunt let me watch it when I was probably 8 or 7, and my parents found out that when I watched it, they were like, "What's wrong with you? How you gonna let a kindergartner or something that's in 1st grade watch this movie?" So I have vague memories of it, but it might have been a rated version or an edited version. It might have been on TV or something. But anyway, I've never seen it. I thought I'd give it a shot. I know my dad's a big, burly, tough man, and he said that when he saw this movie in 1972 or whenever it came out, he said he had never been so scared his entire life. And he's not one to be scared about much. So he said that him being Catholic probably has something to do with it. But he said he was super scared to watch this movie. He goes, him and his friend came out of the theater just trying to act like they're tough, but the whole time they're like this. Let's get in the car, let's go. So I thought it was pretty funny. Next up is Komodo. Komodo. From the writer of Anaconda and the special effects creator of Jurassic Park. Was it again? Komodo. Komodo dragon, there you go. I guess I should have what I went for. But Billy Burke's in this, and Paul Gleason's in here. Nina Landis, that sounds familiar. Joe Hennessy. So anyways, it's gonna be a monster movie. It's gonna be some kind of rip off of something like Jurassic Park or Anaconda, more like Anaconda. So I'm sure it's a Komodo dragon. Probably really crappy CGI, late 90s, early 2000s CGI. Welcome to the bottom of the food chain. Boom. Next up, let's take a look. I got it was sealed. I do not like this James Bond Timothy Dalton License to Kill, but it's sealed. As you can see, it's the completely sealed all the way around. But it was, like I said, I got it because, again, all these were $1. As I mentioned before, a cocktail of high octane action, spectacular, and drama. So I don't even know what this one's about. Oh, Robert Davi's in it. I don't actually like him. But anyways, I was never a fan of the Timothy Dalton. I only think he did 2 or 3 James Bond movies. But anyway, so like I said, the only reason why I got it was because it hadn't been opened. Next up, let's see here. This one's cool. I remember getting this a lot when I was a kid, watching it all the time with my mom or my dad and my brother. Marked for Death. I just thought it was cool. It's a Steven Seagal. This is the one where there's twin Jamaican, I think, drug dealers or voodoo drug dealers or something. But I just remember really liking this movie when I watched it as a kid. Keith David's in this. Forgot about that. He's in here. But anyways, I remember when I watched this with my dad, it was like crazy. So anyways, yeah, really wanted to get this. I'm assuming this is like a re-release because it says here selection. So this was obviously not the initial release that came out probably like 92 or 3 or whenever it first came out. But anyways, wanted to get this when Steven Seagal was still skinny and was somewhat intimidating looking. Now, of course, nowadays he looks like the size of a houseboat. But next up this was cool. I don't know if this is an original release of the movie. I'm sure it probably wasn't. But I hadn't seen this one before, and I want to pick it up. It is Predator. Just want to get this. I'm a huge fan. I mean, there's not much I can say about Predator. I mean, everybody's already seen Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger takes on an alien, creature, Jamaican looking, with the Rastafarian hair. And so anyways, nothing I can really add to that onto it, but it's a great action sci-fi horror film from the, I would say, like late 80s, probably 87, 88. And yeah, I love this movie when I was a kid growing up. And like I said, I'm just going through and just like kind of filling out the collection. I'm adding, I hadn't gotten VHS in forever, like years and years ago. I pretty much got rid of all my VHS, now, which I kind of regret now. So I'm kind of having fun going back and picking up titles and just, having them in the collection and kind of build that up. I'm actually kind of moving away from DVDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K. I kind of think I'm just going to do this for a while. We'll see. Next up is, I think actually we could probably bring a pretty penny. It is the Family Values Fall Tour 1998. The year I graduated high school, so I thought this is perfect. You have Korn, Rammstein, Ice Cube, Limp Bizkit, and Orgy all on the same tape. So they're playing all their hot songs. Limp Bizkit, Faith, Counterfeit, Jump Around, Cambodia, Orgy, Blue Monday, Stitches, Revival, Rammstein, Du Hast, Butch Ditch, Ice Cube, Check Yourself, and It Was a Good Day, F the Police, F Dying. Then Korn got The Lies Blind, Adidas, all in the Family, Children of the Corn, and I'm not saying that word, but you know what the word is, so I'm not saying that. If it was 1998, it'd probably be a different time, but I'm not saying that 2022. So anyways, there you go. But yeah, I was really excited about this. I wasn't a fan of, I was always a fan of Ice Cube, but the rest of these guys, Orgy also, but definitely not a fan of Limp Bizkit, Rammstein. They had that, I like Du Hast. I think that was like a song that you could get crazy. Korn, never a big fan, but again, it's a time capsule of the 90s. And these VHS of rock concerts, alternative shows, hip hop shows, are pretty awesome. It's very a time capsule of the 90s. So another movie I've never seen, and I honestly just blind bought this, and I think I remember hearing about it before, but it is A Far Off Place, a Disney movie, and it says, thrown together on an incredible African adventure, they have only one hope for survival: each other. Apparently it has Reese Witherspoon in here. She must be pretty young in this. I would say she's probably like a teenager. But I don't know anything about this. I saw this and I was like, you know what? This just looks like a lovely movie. It has the kids, like they're with some literal African gentleman here. They got a dog. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but it was like some tribesmen they find, or it finds them. And I don't know. It looks like it was like a really wonderful movie, and so I'm definitely interested in finding out more about it. And like I said, it looked familiar, but I really couldn't put my finger on it. The last couple are pretty cool. Next one up is Dead Calm. So here it is. This is Nicole Kidman. This is probably one of her first movies. And also Sam Neill's in this. Is a good thriller, mystery, and imaginative thriller full of surprises will send your pulse sky high. High seas, deep terror. Try to stay calm. A voyage into fear. Billy Zane, I forgot. Yeah, Billy Zane's in this. So this is a really good movie. I watched it on DVD years ago, or Blu-ray. I can't remember. I never heard of it, and I really liked it a lot. I mean, they filmed it in Australia, I think on the Gold Coast or somewhere, but I mean, the cinematography is amazing. It was awesome. And I wanted to get that because, like I said, it's a Nicole Kidman joint. Now, I got this a couple of reasons. One, Ice Cube's in this. Elizabeth Hurley, Dangerous Grounds. The reason I got it on top of just wanting to get it is this is a promotional use only. So this was for VHS shops to preview, maybe pass around to some of their clientele, and to see if it's something they want to buy for their store to have to rent out, so they can get it a few months in advance to see if people were interested in getting it. So right here, this is from New Line Home Video, promotional use only. These tend to sometimes online go for more than the regular one. Obviously, Dangerous Grounds, I'm sure, is not a movie that is super sought after, probably not super rare at all, but the promotional version is probably way more, rare. And on the back it tells, like, Ving Rhames is in here. I haven't seen this in forever, I forgot. So Ving Rhames is in here. I don't know if they say anybody else that I recognize. Ving Rhames, no, they do not. But it talks about explosive performances. Talks a little bit about some of the stuff that's Heatwave 97, print media, consumer promotions, merchandising materials, cross trailering. So they have some other trailers in here. Street date July 1st, 1997. So I would have been a junior that year, going into my senior year, I think. So then my last two were, I saw the last minute. I was about ready to walk out, and I was like, let me give this one more look-see. CIA, codename Alexa. Never heard of this movie before, but when you have Lorenzo Lamas and O.J. Simpson, also with Kathleen Kinmont, you have to get it. Don't you? You have to get it. I've never seen this box before. I don't know anything about this movie. It's called PM Home Video, PM 235. So there's 234 more of these titles before they got to this one. It sounds like it's an hour and a half long. I'd never seen it. It looks like it was a what do you call it? A rental at one point in time. So I don't know anything about it, but it says CIA codename Alexa. But let's look at that, dude. O.J. Simpson. When I saw that, I was like, 100%, I'm getting that. And the last one was super exciting to get. I don't know anything about this one either, but it stars Martin Kove in Steel Justice from KVC Home Video out of Indianapolis, Indiana. What? Is that a thing? This was 1987. I don't know anything about this. It's like a big old, it's a thickie. It's a real heavy, thick tape. It has some girth, you know what I mean, to it. But it has Martin Kove. Ronnie Cox is in here. Ronnie Cox is of Beverly Hills Cop fame, RoboCop fame. Martin Kove, if you're like, he looks so familiar. That was it Kreese from what right now, a revival of kung fu, of the Karate Kid, aka Cobra Kai. And let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else in here. I mean, there's Sheila Ward, Bernie Casey, Joseph Campanella, Jan Gann Boyd. So yeah, I don't know anything about it. The Vietnam War didn't end for John Steele. It just changed the location. So apparently there's a Vietnamese mafia murders his friends, and so he decides to take the fight to them. KVC home video out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Wow, never heard of it, guys. So there you all have it. I hope you all liked the video. I want to try to keep it not super long. So let me know what you think. As I always said before, I appreciate any kind of comments. Like, subscribe, share, and let me know. I'm gonna have a new video with my other channel I'm working on, Unchained Media or Unchained Cinema. Over on Unchained Cinema, go check it out. My friend Chris and I will also be having Bob Lewis on our next episode. So I hope you all check that out over on Unchained Cinema. So thank you all for watching. Again, comment and like if you don't mind, and let me know what you think. Till next time, thanks for watching.